Let's talk prop firms, boys and girls. This last week, we had a pretty eventful thing happen in the futures prop space. We had that first futures prop firm get rug pull to go down. And normally that's something that only happens in the Forex and CFD space. Now it's happened in the futures space. And there were so many red flags and warnings for this before it happened, but it was continued to be shielded right to the very end. So these things, boys and girls, we need to be more vigilant about. With the barrier to entry now lowering for people to open new prop firms in the futures area, like they are in Forex and CFDs, where you can literally white label a prop firm quite easily and quite cheaply. As that barrier to entry in the future space lowers, you're going to have more scenarios like this come up. So there's more potential for us as traders to get hurt. People ask my opinion on these new prop firms that show up, and I always just say to them, a good rule of thumb if you're going to choose a prop firm, for the sake of your safety as a trader and protecting yourself and your capital, the best thing to do is to look for prop firms that have had a long time standing or good business history. Look back to see how long have they been in business. Have they been paying out their traders? Who is it owned by? Is it owned by actual seasoned pros who know what they're doing? Or is it owned by teenagers or young people who aren't too familiar with trading but are just in it for a quick cash grab? Who's the owners? And then especially in the future space, the next thing to look for is, do they move you to a live account? That should be the end goal. Setting your prop firm evaluation, then going to funded, and then eventually getting moved into live funds so you can trade real money on the real markets. That should be the end goal of the futures firm you select, because if that's not on the cards for you, then you're just trading sim the whole time. And it's reasons like this. 2 years ago, I partnered with Topstep as the #1 choice because they check all those boxes, right? They've been around from the very beginning of this online prop firm space. They were the original online funding company, been in business over 10 years. This year, they just had their 12th year in business. So they've been doing it for a while. It's owned by trading veterans. They're all very transparent. They have their face out there. They're not hiding behind screens or anything. A long history of paying out their traders, and they do move you to an actual live funded account on the real markets, trading real money. Your orders actually hit the exchange. So it checks all those boxes. Now, I'm not exaggerating when I say that I personally, as a trading influencer, content creator, whatever, receive 2 to 3 offers per week to partner with different prop firms. And they offer really, really good money. Not gonna lie, they do offer really good money. But money and trading aside, just speaking on my own personal brand, I don't ever want to attach my name to anything that could potentially be a scam or fraudulent or anything, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to build a long-term trustworthy brand. And if I'm attaching my name publicly to these different companies that pop up out of nowhere, that ruins my reputation. So I did a lot of research on this, guys, and that's why I always say to people, if you're going to choose a prop firm, just go with the best. Go with the guys who've been around a long time, who are not going to waste your time. If you're a decent trader, they will provide you that path to success. And that's why I turn everything down and I just trade with Topstep, boys and girls. Apart from my personal money, I'll die on the hill that Topstep is the best choice for traders, because I was so worried in the beginning of this type of thing happening to me. Before I chose Topstep, I was so worried about this type of thing happening to me, spending all that time passing prop challenges, getting funded, working on building that account balance, only to have the rug pulled out and all your money gone. That really hurts when a lot of time's been stolen, not just money, but time you've spent building these things, and it can take a big toll mentally on you as well. So use this last week and take it as a lesson that with whatever prop firm you do end up choosing, obviously do your own research. You should always make it a must that you take regular payouts no matter what. Don't treat your prop funded account as a savings account. It's not a savings account. Okay, take regular payouts, pay yourself regularly, build up your personal bankroll as a backup plan. Sure, take some money to use for bills or spending or splurging, whatever, but make sure you're also putting money aside to save into a personal trading account. So if worst case, if need be, you have a personal account to trade, or trade both. Never treat these funded accounts as a savings account ever, okay? Pay yourself. And lastly, don't mess around with the shiny object syndrome of new firms popping up left, right, and center just because they have some fancy discount. Protect yourself. Look for value. Look for companies that have been around for a long time, with a good track record, with good history, and that have paid their traders out regularly. So give yourself their best chance at succeeding long-term as a trader. Make good decisions and be very careful with new players that pop up out of nowhere. Don't waste your time, just go with the best. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Topstep, I will link in the description below a playlist where I explain all of Topstep's rules. Just watch through that, see if you like it, see what you think. Again, they're my choice. I am exclusively partnered with them for the reasons talked about in this video and have been for 2 years. And eligible customers can get a discount as well. Link pinned in the comments below. Make good choices.